And we're live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones, wherever you might be. Although said time zones are, off by one. Call it. This is a daylight saving stream. Yes, that changed 2 weeks ago. What of it? Anyway, yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Emma. Welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracet. Welcome back to, still doesn't say it here, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Daniel still hasn't put a graphic in, honestly. Commiserations on my quiz result. I mean, I won. So, well, we as a team won. So, frankly, Ladavi, commiserations not accepted. There is no misery to be found here. But yes, that's why we're running late, in case anybody missed the memo. But it's fine, we'll still be doing our full stream. So yeah, last time, if you were here, you'll remember we fought a lot of bugs. One of them was a giant robot spider for some reason that has not yet been explained. Fought a lot of bugs. Killed a lot of bugs. Had people slightly eaten by bugs because we opened chests too eagerly. And although I think, from what I've seen of that quest, we may have picked the worst one of those to be the only one we opened. And yeah, somebody framed us by giving us a bunch of bug pheromones to attract the swarm to us. And then we went back into a cave and found, among more bugs, the people who robbed the Tower of Estrad. Can only assume Lewis can't enter scores correctly / I can't read scores correctly. Lewis wasn't hosting. We had Dave instead. Lewis is in traffic. But yeah, no, see, now I have to check the feed and see if it's been recorded wrong, because we absolutely did win. Anyway, yes, we found the people who robbed the Tower of Estrad, and we found some of the relics they took, including the wand of Zacharias that was turning everyone into zombies. So we killed a lot of zombies, and then I took the wand. Now I am Queen of Zombies. Possibly, presumably, I don't know. I don't know how zombie monarchy works. Zomnarchy? We'll work on that. And here we are, in this cave. Quite zoomed in. I don't seem to be able to zoom out. Yes, I know, everyone is fatigued. However, you are also in a cave in the Bug Valley. Why is it not letting me zoom out? No, don't. What other camera controls do I have? Yes, I know how to move. Action bars. Why is it not saying I have a zoom? I swear I had a zoom before. Did I not have a zoom before? This game is gaslighting me. Yeah, we are zoomed in way further than usual, aren't we? Or am I just thinking that because Clyde expanded? I think I might just be thinking that because Clyde expanded. I'm very smart. Map. Through here then left. We've taken all the bugs and traps out, she says, tempting fate. Move out. So we should be alright. Yeah, I think it's probable that we're not any more zoomed in, just the dinosaur is in fact larger. Should probably give Sealer another level in Paladin to let Theomandra expand. To make him the expander.
I will help
That does work. That is how it works for you as well, right? Abilities. Where is your animal companion? There. Okay, that's the effect. Where's animal companion? The ability. Nowhere. Cool. Cool. Great. Cool. Okay. So I don't know whether or not he will expand. Where's the thing? No, not that, not that. That? Yes. Okay, at 4th level, he gets tougher, and hoof attacks become primary. Right, sure. So he doesn't get bigger, so I don't need to worry about that. Neat. I can keep giving her the most ironic levels in a prestige class known to man. Wow, no, I didn't mean go out ahead on your own, Sealer, although to be fair, having you in front is probably where we should be. Waljif, don't just charge in there. Drink this potion. Drain the ocean. Recognize that reference. There's no Nova Scotia on Galarian. And if you do recognize that reference, good, I don't sound like I'm completely insane. Chug. Close enough. Oh yeah, Vrox can do that. Forgot about that. Remember when we had to fight one of these and it was huge? Well, now they're... well, still huge.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I used extra attack on a turn when he had to move an attack anyway, so it didn't work. Great. And she is out of range. No. Clyde. There we go. So beefy now. Love that 55 damage. Very good. And Bigitha technically still has her actions. So she could also Stone Call. No? You're not letting me do that? Why aren't you letting me do that? The mounted controls are questionable. Sure. Clearly that's just not going to work. Oh, Flare Burst could actually be useful here. Cool, they both resisted it. Truly, I was the one who got wrecked. Not sure what was happening turn-wise there.
You won't survive me.
Again with the nat ones. There we go. Thank you, Lan. Of course you missed. Nanio can't hit anything. How does mirror image work exactly? D4 plus 1 images per 3 caster levels. Maximum 8 total. So he will have had 3 D4. That's a lot. Right, but... so each time we miss because of it, we at least take out one of his figments. So we should keep at it.
Cover me, all right?
At least it's not Woljif getting mauled to death. Also, Jesus Christ, how many attacks do you need? Get some of those attacks back. Wait a minute, Sealer's come off a horse. Saddling up as a move action is fine.
No glory without risk.
But that doesn't mean all risk is good, Sealer, just for clarity. There is in fact risk without glory.
Did you see that?
Way to crit. And what do crits do again? Ah, yes, he is now bleeding, as evidenced by the fact that he's surrounded by a weird purple cloud. That's what it looks like when you bleed, right? Right? Let's go with yes.
You're irrelevant.
I need to stop using Red Frost. It does so little.
Run them through.
God, Clyde. Absolute beast. Touch of the abyss? The abyss? Hello, Chris. Thank you for goblins in chat, I guess. Anyway, the touch of the abyss irreversibly changes the very lands of the world wound. That's what it said. I can read. The touch of the abyss irreversibly changes the very lands of the world wound. As it says. Radiant Cookery +1. Radiant Cookery is my new drag name. Of course, cookeries are an exotic proficiency, right? Oh no, they're martial. And it's finesse wielding. Does Warjiff have martial proficiencies? Sure doesn't. We should perhaps fix that. Because that would be pretty great. Yeah. D4 +1 slashing and D6 positive energy damage. Love that. I did not, in fact, say more goblins, but you know what? I'll take them. Is this... Oh, I assumed there would be, like, a way through. Is this all the cave there is? Well... Guess we just run back to the entrance. Like I say, I assumed there would be a way through this cave, like, past Leopard's Smile on the map, but no. I think we just have to go back out the way we came and see what happens. Run faster. Why does nobody run as fast as this woman who is on a horse? Honestly, y'all aren't even trying. And this is why a horse should play Geralt. This is a Tumblr conversation that lives in my mind rent-free at all times. Oh, I missed Harkle's Magic Elven Curve Blade. Verminbane Elven Curve Blade +2. That's long. Like, really long. Where's it gone? There. What does Verminbane do? Against a designated foe, so Vermin. An extra +2 enhancement bonus and an extra 2d6 damage. That is a lot. If we ever have some rats to kill and, you know, somebody who has the particular exotic proficiency needed for that, we're laughing. I say has the particular proficiency for that, probably just is an elf, because I think they all get it as a racial trait. Yeah, just leave the canyon. We do not anymore wish to be in the canyon. Why is there still loot on this person? Because it was bad. Cool. Glad we could have this talk. We are vacating the Bug Canyon. It's awful and nobody should come here. We're putting a sign up. This is not a place of honor, but it is a place of bugs. If you think bugs are honorable, I cannot in fact help you. Wait, did we ever level up Theomander? Do you know, I don't know if we did. Oh, no, apparently we did. Why doesn't he have? Because he's only level 6. Why is he only level 6? Why doesn't he level at the same rate as everyone else? Clyde's level 7. And Bigitha's level 7. Theo's level 7. Theomander should be level 7, surely. I don't know. Ah, but now we can get through. And is that our camp? Yes, I know we're fatigued. I'm literally trying to get to camp. Yeah. As we push on further up the road to Dresden. To the tune of Bremen by Pigpen Theatre Company. Speaking of things that are always in my head. Now, people who weren't at the Bug Valley, A, lucky you, B, have some levels. Oh, Brig. Don't know why I made that noise. Brig. Your claws will get better? Yes, claw damage increases to d6. Love that for you. Lowers in athletics, mobility, nature, and perception. Secondary attacks with natural weapons only take -2 instead of -5. Love that for you. That's your entire plan, is just hit people with claws a lot. And I respect that. Oh, also, while I think about it, people have infantry they should be getting, because you could be using the Mind Piercer. That seems like your thing. Is there anything else in particular? Now, again, I just want somebody who specializes in two hands and has martial proficiency. Is that so much to ask? Apparently, yes, it is. Still don't have a bard who would care about this hat. Get rid of one of these bits of barding. We have all this heavy armor and only one person who ever uses it. I should just start selling things, I know. Anyway, Darren, here, have your level. Oh, you get a revelation. Oh, right, so yes, his channeling abilities and safe curing were revelations. Nice. Goes up in Arcana, World Persuasion. Yep, those are all things he would be good at. Spell penetration? Sure. Never a bad thing to have. Combat healer, whenever you cast a cure spell, you can cast it as a swift action by expending 2 spell slots. Neat. Also, there are the options of enhanced cures. Cures are better. Lifelinks. Create a bond between yourself and another creature each round at the start of your turn. Oh, it kind of equalizes your health, spirit boost. You can overheal people. Neat. No, but combat healer's pretty great, too. Learns new spells, taking Unbreakable Heart, Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Grants turn +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear. Alright. And Communal Resist Energy. That seems like the kind of spell I could use more often. But as ever, the thing here is forgetting that they exist. Speaking of, this technically exists. Amber, I think... Yeah, you could... The next witch level would get you a hex, it would get you some level 3 spells. But Dragon Disciple, those sweet, sweet prestige classes. You'd learn how to bite people. Ember, do you want to learn to bite people? I think you want to learn to bite people. And you get +2 strength. To go on your terrible, terrible strength score. And arcane spellcasting. All of these things are good. You should learn about Arcana, and Persuasion is a thing you're good at. Magic Device, sure. Ah, yes, feats. There's a lot of these. start going into meta magic. Teach you how to scribe. Ah, there are so many options. Oh, actually, why don't I give you brew potions? We don't have an alchemist, and nobody currently knows how to brew potions, so we might as well be able to use that slot. Arcane spellcasting, yeah. Oh, so he still gets, yeah, she still gets the spells that she would have got as a witch. Nice. Win-win-win then. And an extra feat for a Brass Dragon Bloodline. Quicken spell on its own gives it an extra 4 spell levels? No. I mean, just hit points. Everyone loves hit points. We regret to inform you, the hit points are racist. Okay, Vampiric Touch sounds kind of baller. Oh, I only get one of these. I can just Lightning Bolt. Everyone loves Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Just want to have Ember throwing out all the damage in the world. And eventually turning into a dragon. It's gonna be great. Camellia, you completely normal person. Still, can't get you in any of the cool prestige things. Well, we'll work on it. Aldori Swordlord has so many prerequisites. That's very much a you build your character from the start for this or nothing. She's not quite high enough stealth for to take a level in Assassin. Need to level up a bit more for Duelist. Putting those levels in Stealth and Trickery. Only one stealth away from being an Assassin, to be honest. Taking another level of weapon focus in Rapier. You really like your Rapiers? Sure, I guess. Even the game thinks this is a bad idea. But hey. What do I know? And you have new spells. What's Life Blast 2? Oh yeah, it's just a Spirit Bomb. Yeah, we've seen all of these. Well, Greater Magic Weapon? Is Magic Weapon but better. That makes sense, I suppose. And Greater False Life. Oh, that's temporary hit points, yes. Fine Power. Make yourself really good at combat for 1 round per level. Neat. Anybody else need levels? No? We good? We good. Well, sir. I have a bunch of crap for you. Oh, actual conversation. The Quartermaster flashes you his usual grin, but it fades almost immediately. What a march, eh, Commander? Won't forget it. Not in a million years. I can't stop shaking whenever I think about the leopard's smile. I never thought leopards would smile at my face. We lost too many good men. Spirits are low in the camp. Some soldiers can't shake off the horrors they've seen. Others are mourning their friends. What if we out awake? Lit up the bonfires, poured some wine, raised our cups in memory of the fallen. It'd do the troops a world of good. Yes, that's reasonable. Have some wine. Don't get absolutely blasted. We are on a march. Never, Commander. Everything will be proper, solemn, and with due respect for the fallen. We're mourning the dead, not celebrating a wedding. Excellent. We're all on the same page. Also, can I sell you all this crap? Seriously, I have so much crap. These bows, you have a better one now. I'm saving the two-handed stuff. The light barding. That half plate +1 is not good. If I got Tyranny of Mine, I don't need to keep this other heavy flail. Yeah, I'm keeping the two-handed. I'll keep that bastard sword on hand just in case. Camellia's old rapier can go. Do I have any books? I have got books. I don't know why books don't get put in the trash. Well, I mean, I kind of do. We solved that quest. Also, you will give me nothing. And you know what? Take the severed head just because it weighs 10 pounds. That seems like a lot for... Do heads weigh 10 pounds? Is that a thing? Anyway, give me 18,000 gold. Buy some dragon armor. You know what? I feel like splashing. Rad. Anybody else want this studded leather? Anybody else use it? Ulbrich could use it. He's currently wearing this breastplate +1, which is way better. Darren has this Crypt Raider scale mail. Also much better. Amber can't use it. Camellia has a mithril chain shirt. Thela has a breastplate. Woljif can't use it. Social just has basic scale mail. It'd be going down 1 in the armor class, but it has +1. Oh wait, no, that's factored into that. But also get damage reduction 3 except piercing. That sounds like a solid exchange. And sell that before I forget. For a whole 13 gold, thank you. Where was Fawn, anyway? He was in one of the tents. I think he was in the medic tent. Oh, I should also probably check on Nura after that whole go and be bug bait plan. Chapel tent, medic tent. Darren's still got his halo on. Fawn, has Kaelasa shown up yet? Yeah, we found Kaelasa spying on my camp. Why is this in black again? Yes, we... Hope you weren't as merciful with her this time. What, this is treating it... Oh, were we meant to check in with him every time we saw her? Were we meant to have worked out that that was Kaelasa? I let her go. Deceived you once more? Yes, guess she has. Do I... If I go back? No? No. Sure. Welp. If I see her around, I'll say you said hey. Leota, please stop loudly reapplying your buffs every time I come near you. Because you're basically just cocking a gun. Just as soon as your boss gets near, cock a gun. Disclaimer, I'm not, in fact, advising anybody in the world to do this. So yeah, Nura's tent, anyway, moving on. Hi, Nura. Nothing about the bug bait plan? She worship any deity? When I was a slave in Isgir, they beat me with a stick to force me into believing in Asmodeus. They hit me and said it was for my own good. Ever since then, I don't like temples. That's fair. Nura sounds sincere, but you feel that she's holding something back. Interesting. How did you come here? I was a slave of Lord Axelar Tresbot, what a name, in Isgir, my homeland. What a man he was. He towered over his fellows like a rock over a garbage heap. True hero. He bought me as a simple secretary, but he made me learn the history of the world wound. All of it, one volume after another. He hired tutors for me, even sent me to meet prominent historians. He didn't want a simple slave, but a slave with an impeccable education. Lord Tresbot was going on a crusade. firmly believed that the servants of the good gods were weak, and only a follower of Asmodeus could stand against the demon invasion. He took me along as a secretary, historian, and most importantly, he entrusted me with recording his glorious story for future generations. In his this is long. In his crusade before many grave visions couldn't do it alone, was doomed. Final battle with demons covered her retreat. Tell the world of his great deeds. You know, this is sounding increasingly fishy. Curse their tongues. My difficult journey ended in Mendev, where I found my freedom. There I published his biography, and I don't want to boast, but of course I do. Book did numbers, made her famous, and the Queen was interested. Cool. So you're a writer as well? Write a book about me? Every writer's favourite question? Why not? As soon as we finish with the demons, I get right to it. Just take care you don't end up like Lord Tresbot. Now we should probably exhaust this tree. Isga, part of Cheliax. I'm talking politics. A lot of halflings, most are slaves. Great. Alright. Bye. Anything else in here? Nope. Good to see you have no opinions on the bit where we literally used you as a distraction for a swarm of flesh-eating bugs. Anyway, let's go to bed. In the words of Robert Smith. Oh, Nevia's here, not anymore. That's English. Nevia's not here anymore. She's gone back to her tent with Irabeth. Irabeth's not in it. Nev? Oh yeah, you're in here now. And you have nothing new to say. Do you have anything new to steal? No. You've always got to check if your friends have anything more to steal. I mean, she's more of an employee than a friend now. And also, you shouldn't do that. Today is the day Emma gives bad advice. So if Amber gets in on this, we still can't craft potions. Does she have to be taking the lead? Amber. But it's run off world knowledge. Oh, well, this was a terrible idea. Yeah, this is an awful idea. I really assumed that it would be fine. Yeah, her in second can't do anything. Great. Actually, I don't think anybody else can do scroll scribing, so that'll have to be Nanio. Oh, Bigitha can cook. She's got plus 17. She'll be fine. Have any new things? First pilaf gives you +1 attack rolls for a day. And it's Camelia's favourite dish. Suddenly I hate it. Godspeed Salad is land. Midnight Soup is Darren's. Moss Potage is Grey Boy, whoever he is. Glowing Croissants, nobody's. Fish on a Stick is Regal's, but he didn't join us. Onion Soup's Nenio, because she's a fox of culture. Well, let's make some pilaf. Tell me about your homeland, Ulbrich. What was Sarkoris like? Beautiful, I bet. Stunning. Forests and fields and rivers and everything in bloom. When we win, you'll see for yourself. I mean, even if we win, we still won't go back a century, but sure. Alright, I think we're out. But who to bring now? We probably want to take Darren, because we are heading up towards Heaven's Edge. Likewise, Ulbrich for Current Glen. We should have one of our people with an actual trickery score. Eating your favourite dish gives you a day-long bonus. Neat. Well, in that case, Camellia, we're taking you. And... yeah, I think that's a solid lineup. What do we want to take Ember? We haven't taken Ember in ages. Ulbrig can tank. Ulbrig is a tank. So we have this underground hideout of sorcerers, an inconspicuous camp where we were given an X on a map and told, hey, it'll be fun. Which I don't know if we can get to from here? Huh. Interesting. Well, let's follow this mysterious note we found. It was on the back of a note that said something else? No, I cannot remember what. Bigitha, you should be astride your dinosaur. If you have the chance to ride a dinosaur, you should absolutely do that thing. Crinuch. What the hell is a Crinuch? The aged kobold sitting by the small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behaviour is highly unusual for one of his kind. Racist. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales.
Greetings, my name is Crinuch. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer.
He speaks smoothly without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick, roasting over the fire.
Dinner will be ready soon.
Whoa, I've never met a talking lizard before. Well, back in the River City, we had a real dragon. Are you a dragon too? Can you turn big?
You flatter me, young lady. Many of my fellows would give up everything to become dragons. Some even entertain themselves with fantasies of already being such. I am proud to be what I am. Kobold. Nothing more, nothing less.
Ember, we are literally teaching you how to turn into a dragon. We'll get there. Kobolds are a rather courteous lot, it would seem. I never expected to receive an invitation to dinner from one of your kind. As a guest rather than a dish, that is. Took me half a line to remember where Darren's voice was.
I didn't exactly invite you, Count. My invitation was addressed to the commander. But sit down, help yourself. Beyond the walls of your fancy mansions, you'll find surprises far more unusual than my humble self.
Again, we could just go straight to just murder. Who you?
As I've already mentioned, my name is Crinuch, at your service.
The kobold offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. Stop saying one of his kind, it sounds more racist every time. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons.
I am a traveller and a friend to the crusade. I can be your friend, too, if you are tolerant toward kobolds.
Crinuch utters the word tolerant with shocking ease, as if he's something other than the narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you expect him to be. Okay, go back to saying one of his kind. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all other races. And few of them would even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. Like and subscribe to tolerance. Are you sure you're a kobold? Oh god. Sure.
Ah, so you saw through my disguise. Crinuch tried to mislead you with sweet words and ambush you.
Kobold utters a loud hiss, which then morphs into an amused chuckle.
Of course I'm a kobold. Trust me, you're not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realizing that I'm not going to kill or rob you. I'm lucky. If representatives of other races want to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists, they have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theatre, and douse themselves in fine perfume.
I mean, two of those things very much optional.
Whereas in my case, all I have to do is not lunge at you with a spear or hiss every other word.
Huh. Was it you who left me the note?
Of course. Who else could it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I can provide.
What's dinner? We just had pilaf.
Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare.
The kobold casts a dubious glance at the animal's mouth, which boasts a set of huge teeth.
Or maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose.
I mean, generally, species doesn't.
Don't try to be cute, kobold. It doesn't suit you.
You ninny, I'm as charming as they come.
Reaction image.
What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you?
The kobold stops and looks at you expectantly. What help?
With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot, and a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. This kobold right here has extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday.
I have approximate knowledge of many things. After some thought, he nods toward the campfire.
One more thing I have to offer is this hat after it's cooked.
What if I want it before it's cooked? How do you know so much about demons? Krennic gives you a long, heavy look.
I've had some experience with them. I don't want to go into the details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short and not even hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years.
That's deeply vague. What's the catch?
No catch. I am acting for wholly altruistic reasons, but my motives are something I would rather not reveal.
Krennic turns his face to you and his wrinkles become more visible in the glow of the fire.
We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet? As I have already told you, I am a friend of the Crusade. You can choose to trust me, or you can leave.
Yeah, but everybody else I've met has been like, hey, person I just met, have my entire backstory. Saves on therapist bills.
I offer help and ask for nothing in return. So the question is simple. Will you accept the claw of friendship from a stranger? Or is your distrust stronger than your need for help?
I have shadier allies. Krennic nods agreeably.
Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips.
Pulling out a small knife, the traveller carefully cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw while graciously offering the other to you.
A strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the world wound mask everything in illusion. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads. And your enemies? Sometimes your enemies can look like your friends.
I mean, some of my friends are dreadful people, I'm aware. Krennic squints and looks deeply into your eyes.
Have you ever been in a situation like this? First, you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they are actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person. You tie them up and you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor?
Are you talking about someone specific?
Wow, your question reeks of paranoia. No, I'm not talking about anyone specific. I'm not implicating anyone. I'm sorry. It seems my joke has spoiled your sleep for the next few nights.
I don't love that the non-aligned answer to this is, there are no spies among the Crusaders. Like, that's just, your alignment is stupid. I don't really want to go... I know I've said high chaotic, but that's... advocating Jack Bauer interrogation torture. I don't love any of these, to be honest. Need to help people return to the path of righteousness. We kill them. We do whatever is necessary to force them to reveal the truth. Torture them for days and make them beg for mercy. Or, no, there's no spies in my crusaders. What are you talking about? I guess I'll go good. Path of righteousness.
Did some cleric tell you that? And have you ever seen even one of those who returned to the path of righteousness? Stop listening to others and use your head. We're not talking about children here. The decision to collaborate with demons is a little different from yanking on the family cat's tail. To make such a decision, a person would have to be a truly vile scumbag. Oh, just where do you people get this beautiful naivety from?
I disagree. Sometimes you do just make a bad decision in the spur of the moment and then you have to live with it. That's a thing. We've seen that often enough on this channel. But that doesn't make you instantly irredeemable. And not everybody who does things that do harm are inherently evil. Something in Krennic's voice sounds merciless, like cold steel.
If you catch a traitor, grab them and shake them till they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured, others will crack if you threaten their family, or bribe them with promises of mercy and gold. Wring the traitor dry like a rag mop and think about war, not about ethics. At least that's what smart people write in books.
The fervour fades from the kobold's voice, but subtle glints still flicker in his eyes. I disagree. Torture has been proven to not work.
Kobold shrugs. Was I trying to convince you? I was just stating my opinion. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Deskerites from Baphomeites, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another one lies by the entrance to the citadel.
How in the world do you know that?
Gossip, hearsay. The world is an ocean of chatter, and I am quite a skilled fisherman.
Valuable information, I suppose.
Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time.
Cracking his knuckles, stop that. Krennic gives you an inquisitive look.
I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine?
Kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk.
I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning.
Yeah, right, go on. Krennic clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard.
I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And of course we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once, long ago, our leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Pardon me. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of lost souls. It was like that until our leader, Urmak, came to power. She was a principled, proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell, so she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe.
The tribe was attacked by its neighbors at the devil's instigation. Epidemics broke out, then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chasing us down through the caves and mine shafts level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness. Lurking in that darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising his voice dramatically, but not in this voiceover, Grinnock suddenly stops. Then he adds with a teasing smile, I think this moment is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. You do seem moderately suspicious. Here we go. I come in friendship, and right away I'm distrusted. So, what is it that's got you worried? Mysterious omissions. I mean, so are most people. What can I say? I'm a kobold of many secrets and contradictions. I keep my mouth shut, and the rest of the world at arm's length. That's just my nature. I can't help it. Alright. Watching you, Wazowski. Well, that's good. I was starting to worry. I could almost hear the noose swinging on the gallows already. I don't want to be the first kobold in history to be executed for crimes I didn't commit. More about you? No. Question about demons. Do you know anything about wounds inflicted by demons that first appear, then disappear, and later reappear again? Do I need to resort to platitudes such as the weirdest tricks can be expected from demons, or can I just skip that part? I've never heard anything like you're describing, but new sorts of nasty stuff appear in the world wound every day. However, if we think about it some more, don't you think that this wound doesn't cause enough trouble to be something the demons did to you on purpose? When you're hit by the magic of the abyss, you know instantly that death is coming your way. Fast. Alright. Have you heard about my superpowers? I've heard you're either extremely lucky or quite the opposite. You survived the massacre in Canabris just to spearhead a new suicide mission. On the other hand, you survived then, and most likely you will survive now. Good luck in this noble endeavor. Bye. Good luck. I believe you'll need it. Also, I'm stealing... Oh, you've got some of the storyteller's notes. Well, thanks. Bye, Grinnock. Is there a way out up here, or, like, anything else? No? Aye. Back to the exit. Ulbreg, have you considered buying a walk animation? They sell them in shops. Also, are all my pets off? Yeah, they are. That's why things were going wrong. We didn't have the full menagerie. The bigagerie. Sure, let's go with that. Yeah, and we need the other... Oh, we can buy some new people. Switch to army. Yes, because we were bringing people up to reinforce that, weren't we? No? Okay. Do these still come from Canabris? Oh, they do. Ugh. Run. Nope. Haha! My army groweth. Yeah, I'm probably going to need it up there to deal with these demons. Alright, well, you know what? This seems like a perfect point for us to take our first break. I need to go and get up and move around, probably have some more water, and Twitch wants me to do the capitalism thing, so I'll be running some ads. Everybody else out there, go do the self-care things too. Have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is a reminder. Get out, move around, say hi to somebody who isn't me. Or somebody who is me. Up to you. And yeah. Let the ads run if you can, and I will see you in a few minutes as Bigitha's journey continues and we do something else. Alright. Love to you all. See you in a few. And I'm back. Hello, everyone. Alright, let's keep pushing north and see where... See what happens and see when we get to cross the stream and if these demons cause too much of a problem. Well, we failed to sneak past the enemy. Oh no, we will have to, do a fight. More bugs. Ulbrich has become confused. There's a giant spider and a Arachne Devastator. Great. Oh wow, those are some ACs you've got there. You're large. You're level 14, that'll be why. What attack spells do you have, Darren? Do you have any big attack spells, Darren? You're the one who knew Bone Shaker. That should be on a hotbar. Oh, it's on your side hotbar that I can't really see. Anyway, vibrate this bug's bones. Not sure why the bug has bones. Presumably you're vibrating its exoskeleton. Ulbrich, stop attacking Camellia. I mean, we've all wanted to. Nice attack of opportunity, guys. And dead. You need to get a little bit more clear before you can lightning bolt him. But then you can absolutely lightning bolt him. Nice. Fails to overcome spell resistance. Well, sucks to be me, I guess. Hey, stop beating up Clyde! Ulbrich, I would really love it if you could be, not confused. You know what? I know Court Lightning. Wow, 3 damage. Outstanding. See, Clive does 9 times that much just by smacking him. But hey, now we can just call Lightning every round if we want. Does Restoration get rid of confusion? Let's find out. Sure does. Death from above. Nice. Lan, extra attack. Everybody has absolutely massive full ability bars, and Lan does not. Lan just has shoot. Shoot them more. Shoot better, but mostly shoot. Hit for 43. Lan, you are an absolute beast. Also, this thing has so many health. And 23 spell resistance. How exactly does that work? And Dark Flicker. Horrid Abyssal Radiation. Ugh. And DR10. Great. Yeah, spell resistance. Can you give me a thing on how that works? Nope, sure can't. And it's immune... Oh, it's immune to electricity. That's why the whole hit it with lightning a bunch wasn't working. So try burning it instead. Nope. Spell resistance still. Big whelp. Ulbrich getting absolutely shredded. Camellia can barely do anything for some reason.
Let's hear you
Everybody just misses. Darren, you're serious wounds. God, I love having ranged heals. Okay, will Shifter's Fury actually help? Let's say it will. Are his claws or his bite better? How would I find? I'm going to assume the bite is better because it's not the default. Shifter's Fury bite. Not great. Lan, just do your thing, please.
Won't survive me.
Jeez, Lan. Just everybody else struggling to do any damage, and Lan's just like, well, what if I just murdered him? Heal this griffin. Strikes me that Darren has more healing than Amber, which seems backward, but then I suppose I am changing her into a ridiculous DPS machine, so... Okay, Ulbrigger's healed. Let us leave this awful place. Did they drop anything? No. Didn't even have the decency to drop loot. I swear to God. I mean, yes, they weren't using any actual equipment, but still, we need... We collect demon hearts. Ah, now we can cross the river. The enemy fort blocks the way. Okay, but that's just to get to the underground hideout. We should be able to get... Ah, we can go this way. Count Glen and Hammond's Edge. We may have to rest, though. But first, army advance. Have to go through Leopard's Smile. I keep saying leopards. In my defense, leper is not a word I often have occasion to use. And somehow we made it to the demons. Kill the ghouls because they have debuffs. Nice. Oh yeah, what's this other spell you've got? Oh yeah, Cure. That's a nice thing to have. And Scorching Ray these guys. Been better, been worse. Not totally sure on when you should be using the shield wall ability. Ghoul's dead. Alright, there's terrain in the way, so they can't just charge my archers on the top side anyway. Good then. Cast those in a different order. It is nice having fire support that is actually fire. Also, these shield guys have like no attack, so I should probably just be shield walling all the time because the attack penalty is not that much of a problem when you have no attack anyway. And now it's just cultists. Should your shield make that noise? Hard to say. Yeah, I would like, for the shield wall effect, I would quite like them to be able to, you know, draw aggro. But whatever, we won, and we recouped all our losses. I don't know if I ever said that out loud. Would you say recoup or recoup? Anyway, here's 1,500 finance points worth of treasure. Army has no movement points left. Yes, we should probably rest before we go to Heaven's Edge. Who's good at what? Okay, the important things. We want Camellia camouflaging us. Ember can do rituals. Ulbrig go on watch, so yeah, we'll be fine. Bigitha can do alchemy. And Darren doesn't know how to scribe scrolls, so he won't do that. Darren can back you up on the rituals. And that's everyone. Sure, and Bigitha will make more pilaf. Begin!
You can get used to anything. To monsters, to demons, to war, even to peace.
Land with the big thoughts.
But the huge sky overhead? Every time I look up, it sends a shiver down my spine.
You know what they say, you can get used to anything except agoraphobia. Guys, can you stop failing in protective rituals? I gave you a +10 on that. Oh, and you failed at dinner as well. Swear to God. You've never been in this location? Well, we're about to. Let's go investigate Darren's past. Oh, just me. They've even turned my pets off. They haven't turned my pets off, I just can't. I'm just not seeing them for some reason. Okay. Yes, because Leota wants informing.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my
Oh yes, I forgot we were
birthday
coming here
party,
for his
I
party.
assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
Well, at least you're not making me read it. Darren's face is impossible to read. He has his usual half smirk fixed in place, his eyes gleaming with excitement. But his anxious gaze wanders for just a moment too long before he begins his speech.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin?
Well,
They
clearly
say
not
that
that pious if
demons
this is
represent
the
the
question.
sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
I mean, that's kind of a vibe, but also a terrible plan. Because they'll probably just take whichever one you did more of.
You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Darren smirks, finishes his wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. But enough talk. Have at you. He's absolutely going to sacrifice everyone in the house again, isn't he? Least enthusiastic applause. Oh, and then everyone vanished. How interesting. Inquisitor Leota whispers in your ear from behind. Was it interesting?
Nothing, really. I just took note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, 2 people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrin, the priest of Iomade, who is his guardian and tutor. And he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean.
Did anything unusual happen over the last 10 years?
Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It's also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways.
That's the thing, it's hard to say what counts as an unusual occurrence when magic is a real everyday thing.
Practically the whole of Mendev knows the story about the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Canabras after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuations in residual magic at his house are not at all surprising. There was the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterward, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into this case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats. There was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads after they'd already killed them.
So about severed heads. There's been a lot of those around. Things like this weren't a problem before Darren joined the party. Is that when it started happening? I don't know.
What? That is an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial that we find out what exactly happened at that tragic feast.
More on head cutting?
Yes. Perhaps I wouldn't even have noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember that we also found several headless bodies, both guests and demons. We thought they had been decapitated during the fight.
No, just the one spell Darren knows is teleport head.
So what now? Now, that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is distract the master of this house. Right now, he's playing host in the very place I'd like to start with.
Distract how?
I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow. Or you can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that could help us.
Alright.
Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find out, and maybe even show you something.
Thanks, camera, for suddenly being where I'm not. Hello, drunk. I follow a wonderful Count right to the abyss if he throws a feast this good. Hello, Social.
I can imagine how lovely this manor must have been before the war. I yearn to set up my easel in one of the pleasant little alcoves and paint to my heart's content.
Hello, horse. Just standing on the edge of the party staring at a wall, eh? I've been there.
Ah, my whole party's up here. With some other drunks.
I land. So somehow landed the party of a royal brat. Go figure. Sailor? You never know when or even if you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I'd rather take my chance while I can. Are you sure you're lawful good? Are you sure about that first part? Camellia, lurking in the corner, also been there.
I adore this estate. So much beauty. So many quiet nooks to do
Completely normal things in. What about this door? Can I open this door? I can open this door. Side passages. This door is sealed and hasn't been opened in a very long time. I'm in the walls, by which I mean a corridor. I'm thieving. Neat. Darren, you've got some banging tunes. Your tune, they bang. No, can't go there. What about this? Balcony. Is it a balcony, really? Mezzanine? Maybe. Knowledge World DC 20.
I just can't.
Your Knowledge World is plus 18. I swear to God, why are you rolling so many nat ones? And then if I just accidentally minimize the game, thank you, borderless full screen. But what's behind this door? What's behind door number this?
Onwards.
More doors. Should I explore the whole place before I do anything? I don't know. Maybe. Of course I should. Metal. Metal, metal, metal. See? There's stuff in here. There's a cold iron masterwork orc double axe. Well, I don't know anybody who could use that, and also it's not that good, so. Band of trash. Very generic shield. Stuff. This door's sealed and hasn't been opened in a very long time. Next door. Next muffin.
Move out.
Here's his debauchery room. That seems to be a thing about a weirdly erotic story about demons. There's so many books in this game. Ooh. Unidentified bracelet. The clear purpose. Darren identifies clear purpose despite not currently being in the party and also it being his, so presumably he knew what it was already. Well, we stole it. Countess Selena Nevia Dara Arendelle with her infant son, Darren. Unlike typical aristocratic portraits, this one depicts a young mother having fun with her child on a seesaw. Dar. Even this dick was young once. What do those braces do? Cast healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity, you say? And +2 on concentration checks. Darren? These are already yours. Would you like to wear them? Perfect. They go with your outfit. Allegedly. Possibly. But what about this banqueting hall? I have arrived. The party may begin. Here's Webjib. Everything here is just so sparkly. I'm just going to take a look at this thing and put it right back. Honest. What? Twitch? What are you doing? Oh no, Twitch. Apologies. Twitch is having a moment. Clearly a wine. A jug of wine, if used creatively, may distract the Count for a while. What, like hit him with it? Amber, I'm reasonably certain you should not be at this party.
I don't like it in here. This party's stupid.
That attitude will take you far. Nenio?
The psychological premise for mortal's attraction to sites of mass murder or gluttony. Which article for my encyclopedia should I focus on now?
Ulbrich? That's how the Mandevian nobles live. With their latrines adorned with gold and diamonds, like people say. I mean, maybe. I haven't seen one yet. Hello, servant. Oh, it's you. Do you remember me? I called upon you to save the Count in Canabris. I remember that somebody did that. Does that count? More wine. More wine. Yeah, what exactly is a creative use for a bottle of wine? Hi, Darren. Darren, who has been watching the guests with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I've always considered myself an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option.
I would be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companion of a heroine chosen by Iomedae? Ah, see. Could we just... We've already flirted with him. Is this how we distract him? This is destiny. Darren snorts and averts his eyes for a moment. Oh, do go on. Tell me more about this place. This estate was once a truly beautiful sight with its lush gardens and placid ponds. Darren smiles briefly. It's a genuine smile, quite different from his usual half-smirk. The house itself is not that large, however. This land was part of the border region even before the World Wound, so my ancestors took that into account when laying the foundations. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend. I'd gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see here. I didn't have much time, so my servants only managed to clean up this yard, a great hall, and a couple of rooms. There's nothing interesting about them except perhaps the magical firefighting system powered by water elementals. I'm not sure it's still functional, though. Yeah, let's not try and pull rank on him. I feel like that won't work. So what is this ghoulish farce all about? Darren freezes. What an odd feeling. It's like I'd been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom, and then you barge in to pour a bucket of ice-cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I shall retire to my chambers for a while. The Count gives you a pointedly formal bow and leaves. Well, I guess that worked in one way. Just offend him until he leaves. And everybody disappears. Because the party follows him. Leota. See that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now, get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. Oh. The hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. Then the visions come. Fragmented and hazy at first, before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It's a woman of stunning, heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Darren is obvious. Countess Selena Arendelle. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me. Because on this day, my only, my precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It's a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Can we have just one day without your sermons? It's my birthday, after all. 10 years ago, the young Darren had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Day. I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait. What's that noise? Your death. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me? Too? Read all the words. What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you doddering cleric. Look around. Don't you notice anything odd? Plagues in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want. They're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourself. And when I return, The grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throat. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darren, making him freeze in horror, and disappears. Leo shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease in the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events. Who were peoples? Countess Selena Arendelle was Darren's mother, one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendev. She was an Aasimar, just like her son. The old man is the esteemed cleric Nestrin, our count's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintances with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but Darren told me that the first victims of the disease were his second cousin and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Could that cleric not have done something? I can't say for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases? Diseases? That's not how I pronounce that word. Honestly, VA, get your consonants straight. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now, we must find out what happened next. Alright, what now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of those rooms, so please check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be. Well, good news, bad news. Bad news, Darren is in that room because I offended him. Good news, I have other options, and also here's a horse. The party really did follow him aside. To the debauchery room, I assume. Hi, Darren. So about what just happened. Darren arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem to be disturbed in the slightest by your entrance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed further. He looks pretty dressed to me. Get dressed any faster, even. Commander, I assume that you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. What's this room? I mean, it's a bedroom. Darren casts a look around the room as if he's never seen it before, then shrugs carelessly. Just a random room. I told my servants to make some rooms ready. This is one of the rooms they chose. So, you bet you wouldn't be able to get a dance with Camellia, with Socia, with Seela even. Won't be able to persuade Sociel to draw a nude portrait. Want you to make a list of all the guests and ask them about their opinion of the crusade. No. You should return to your guests. It's not seemly for the host to leave them. I think getting the Cleric of Shaling to draw a new portrait of him is exactly the kind of sin he's looking for in this party. That sounds like a fine idea. Our cleric will surely turn down a direct request, but I tell him we can sell the portrait at a charity auction. Why have I never before thought of selling my nude portraits at a charity auction? It will cause a huge scandal, but it will also be for a good cause. This will give those god-botherers something to complain about. You've given me a brilliant idea. I think what I've done is had a brilliant idea. Alright, bye. I see that you were able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Well, not going to give us any more detailed content warnings. Just, this might suck. Young Darren stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother? Can you hear me, Mother? Hey, my boy. How did you get here? The Countess's voice is fading. Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. That Baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they would not let them go. But we need help. Canabras is full of clerics, wizards, and demons know who else. They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible.
And yes, I was wondering, how did they get 3 armed paladins? No, 3 armed paladins.
We must obey the revered Nestrin. We are the lords of Mendev, and we must protect our people. If the plague it reaches Canabras, thousands of innocent people will die.
I don't care about any innocents.
Darren's voice rises to a shout.
You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Canabras. They won't listen to me, but you're the lady of the estate. They can't refuse you.
I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still.
A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. The last words are swallowed by a long, guttural groan. That I won't be doing on Twitch. If you want that content, you can pay for it. Leota wearily rubs his temples, but his face is unreadable. Now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Canabras in search of help because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. Why is the good option all lives are equally valuable? How could he refuse to save them just because he thought some other people might suffer? Like John Stuart Mill called, even if all lives are equally valuable, surely a few lives and a city full of lives. Was there really no other choice?
Who can say now? They could have sent one of the paladins to bring help from Canabras, assuming that the Knight of God was immune to the disease. Perhaps Nestrin thought he might need them to maintain order. Or maybe he understood that the demons would not allow anyone to leave anyway. Or maybe the plague was so strong that it could mow down even the most righteous warriors. We'll never know if any of these hypotheses are true. Leota rubs his chin thoughtfully. I've never been in the revered Nestrin's position to know the price of difficult decisions, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him. But we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That is where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please help me clear the area so that I can study it.
So, fire suppression system, you say?
I lead, you follow.
Ah, yes. What have we wrought?
Stop trying to talk me into this. You have neither heart nor conscience, Darren. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it. I don't think these so-called innocents will suffer from knowing that their money and medicine came from my sinful silhouette.
Alright, how do we start a fire? Is there anything in this abandoned room that looks combustible? No, that's just saying that door's sealed. Or do I just chat to him again? There's a feverish gleam to Darren's eyes, owing to either tipsiness or some overabundance of emotion, watching the excellent Bloodlines dancing going on stage. Ho there, Bigitha Lord-here. That rot associate refused to sketch me in the nude for charity, but it didn't upset me too much. The faces he made while I was explaining the idea to him were well worth it.
He looked very much like a pious matron being confronted with a talking male organ, one that was 2 foot long and being held aloft by a pair of golden angel wings. That's a very specific image. How are you enjoying my party? Are you having a good time? But how are you enjoying your party? Are you having a good time? Uno reverse. Of course I'm having fun, Darren says defiantly. What's wrong? Do you want me to spend my whole life in fear and mourning, blaming myself for what happened? I mean, you said it, not me. Also, Ulbrigger's back there having a time. Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambiance of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border with the World Wound would make the celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Darren smirks bitterly. Well, seems even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening? Drinking contest? Give me a report on your career plans for the next 3 years. Again, I feel like these are unlikely to work. Come straight out with it. Also, probably bad. Drink, 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 drink. Well, actually, no. We will return, possibly for a drink, because it mentioned the... Because, I mean, we could still, in theory, have spilt wine on him. Can we still turn on the fire suppression system? I mean, they do seem to already be having a drinking contest. I'll just, yeah, because we can't get into these rooms at all. Maybe that was only for that first distraction. That was an option. Alright, drink, 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 drink. Horse. To be fair, this does seem like the kind of party a horse would be at. Drinking contest? Ah, yes. Tried and trusted method for salvaging a dull party. Salvaging anything, actually. I'm ready, but who's my competition? Ulbrig! You are a large man who has clearly had some drink in his life. Ulbrig will show you how they drank in Old Sarkoris. I lost the odd contest in my day, but never a drinking contest. There's a first time for everything. I only hope that after our bout, you do not fall into a dead sleep for another 100 years. Let's drink until one of us falls unconscious or begs for mercy. Drink, 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 drink. Just saw them making fortitude saves. That was just a little warm-up, I say. Up for more? Whoa! Serious drink. We didn't have this back in my day. I'm sure you didn't. Winemaking is a complicated science verging on magic. It's come along in leaps and bounds in the years that you spent slumbering in stone. Come on, Darren. It was unexpected. I thought everyone was against me. Yeah, but we are encouraging you. For reasons. Don't think too hard about it. Well, are we done here, or are you ready for another round? I've disgraced myself. Been out drunk by a city-born popinjay in a suit. Or indeed a shirt. This is what happens when an overconfident barbarian issues a challenge to civilization. Mildly racist? My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandmother, put this bottle in the family cellar. And I proved loyal to the scion of the illustrious Arendays. Why didn't I bet you'd lose? My kindness and generosity truly know no limits. Darren looks a bit unsteady on his feet. I don't feel very well. Everyone, let's go back outside. I need to get some fresh air in my lungs. Yes, do that. Go and vomit. And while you are vomiting, take everybody with you, so that they may observe correct vomiting practice. Leave the horse. Here we are again, Commander. Leota looks grim, but focused. So, let's take another glimpse into the past. And... A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins as a sweet, charming chuckle, then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Darren huddle even deeper into his corner. Why are you running from me, sweet prince? Come on. Let me touch you. I'll give you... The booming voice of an old man dressed in Iomedaean robes shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon. Let the boy go. By the blade of the Inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You are pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, guarded him in vain. A disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, but I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demoness turns her eyeless face to Darren and licks her lips. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that. Leota turns towards you in astonishment. Droplets of sweat glisten on his temples. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of a natural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I will try again to read it. Could it be dangerous? I cannot say for certain, but it's unlikely. The past is the past, and no one can travel through time except for some uniquely powerful entities like Eons, or perhaps the eldest of the First World. Even though the past of this place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. Who are the eldest? No being. Oh, right, yes, they're the rules of the Fae, yeah. Well, carry on then. Just give me a moment to focus. I'll try to channel my visions and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Darren, my boy, what's going on? Leota's muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he's channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric. Stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me! Can you save me? Whoa. Real candlemaker situation going on here. The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather, a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The images become heavier, almost visible. Secret. Keep the secret. Otherwise, death. 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 The gruesome images whirl through your mind, filling it with pain and fear. And it all starts again. Help. Exchange. Secret. Death. Nestrin stretches out his shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued by holy power. Darren, wait! The thing you are about to let loose is even worse than these demons. Darren's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who is frantically casting protective spells. Demons! Saints! I'm so fed up with all of you! Burn! And then they did. And then he killed Leota through time. Oh no, he's fine. Leota opens his eyes with a groan, then gets back on his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrows cut, but he seems not to notice. Well, yeah, 'cause you just face-planted on marble tiles. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of horror. What a misfortune. No, what a disaster. I think it's far worse than I imagined. You right? The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. It's nothing, really. I won't be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. Also, hello, new chatters. Do you understand now what happened 10 years ago? The Inquisitor slowly exhales through clenched teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his temples, yes and no. If my thoughts are astray, I will try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young Count found himself cornered in every sense of the word. He allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I've ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other. No, that's Dishonored. Oh wait, no. Crap, that's the Outsider. Tried to make a reference, fluffed it, we move on. Possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. Or everything yourself. What's even worse is that this entity, this Other, still here. Leota takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. I thought they were outside vomiting. Darren's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other is not inside the Count's body. It's not directly controlling his mind. That's why there are no obvious signs of possession, but it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through it to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Does Darren know this? Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those who know the truth. Wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Darren deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events at Heaven's Edge. What might the Other want? This is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago, and it's still here, right? All this time it's been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so. Not going to get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the Other refuses to act. Or its interests lie in some other sphere. Sorry, you're telling me that aliens' motivations might be alien, the concept. Did the Other kill everyone then, rather than the plague? Not everyone, just Nestrin, his paladins, and the few remaining guests. I know that it was the work of a mysterious, omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago and I didn't do everything personally. Those who did failed to sense that something was wrong. Is this why heads? It seems very likely. I'm almost certain you're alright. I'm almost certain you're right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Arenday anyway. I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome findings are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Canabra slaughter? Or perhaps they provoked the Other in some other way? Some other way, capital O, perhaps? Well, we should probably do something about this. Yes. Now I understand Father Nestrin perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite a dearth of information. Dearth is a good word. People should use it more. Hot take. There are, in fact, a dearth of people using it. The Inquisitor falls silent for a while. Then he looks you right in the eye. Commander, first and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep the secret. And third, I must ask you to hang tight while we go for a short break. Nailing these segues. See, Leota thinks you should hang around as well. I need to take a short break to, refresh my fluids, get up, move around, do the adverts,
And all y'all should do the self-care thing too, wherever you're watching from. Just get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack. Take your meds if you still need to, this is a reminder. And go and ask somebody how their day has been. Or how their day is going to be. Depending on what end of the day you are currently at. And let the ads run if you can. Because one way or the other, I will be back in a few minutes when we will make some kind of dramatic decision. Cool. This has gone places I was not entirely expecting. But it's good. Right. I will see you in a bit. Take care out there. I felt like I had something else to say. Didn't know what it was. Love to you all. Back in a few. And we're back. Hi everyone. Sorry for the slight delay on that break. Got waylaid by beings from beyond this plane. You know how it is. Or possibly my dad. One of the two. Possibly both. Anyway, Leota, why are you apologising to us? I apologise for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone who knows that the Count is actually its living gateway. I suppose this secret is currently known to 3 people on Galarian. You, me, and Count Darren. And that means... Leota gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs. Why should I keep it a secret? What if I told everybody? Everybody in the world! As soon as the Count finds out that we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is, what exactly is the scope of its powers, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made I'm sorry, I'm still getting over that whole vision thing. I hit my head on the floor. I've made a decision, Leota says gravely, eventually. I will not tell anyone... Oh yeah, also Theomander knows about these things. Make it 4. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Neurosian and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we are dealing with, and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I have found at least some reliable information. I am asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. So, you want me to leave the crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode at any moment and also fill my bag with severed heads? I'm afraid that you won't be able to hide from the consequences when this bomb does explode. It's up to you to decide, though. What are you going to do with Darren himself? I feel like Inquisitors would frown on most of this stuff. Right now I am a lot more concerned about the other. When we find a way to get rid of this entity, the Count will have to stand trial. Many things about this case are still unclear, including the extent of his guilt. Did he call upon the other by himself, or did he simply answer its call? Could he refuse its offer, or would it have led to his immediate death? Every detail is important, and every testimony needs solid proof. That's the difference between righteous justice and blind vengeance. I don't love making promises, but also just saying I can't promise anything. Fine. I'll keep it a secret because imminent death of everybody who knows about a thing seems like a bad thing. Leota lets out a sigh of relief. You've made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicions. I must leave immediately in search of the knowledge we all need so desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Iomade guide your path, and Leota Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. And you won't stand around my camp loudly re-upping your buffs. Yay, we did the thing, we got XP. We have learned knowledge. We are not allowed to apply that knowledge. Theomander disappeared. Where did the party go? Ah, it went out here to watch Darren vomit. I'm going to save because there's probably I'm allowed to immediately tell him, and I want to see what happens. Also, there's stuff to steal down here now.
Decorative plants are in a miserable state. They've been neglected for years. God, Darren, do you not have people? You feel like the kind of guy who'd have people. Hey, Darren. Uh-oh. I don't know if my opinion matters to you at all, but you're the very best guest I could ever wish for. What, including that bit where I mortally offended you? Well, takes all sorts. So I guess that story will progress later. Yeah, and it's now just listed on his thing. We'll probably learn more another time. But for now, we go. Progress, question mark. These guys should clear this fort. So that we can get to the underground hideout. Ooh, incubi. I know one Incubus song, and I can't remember any of the lyrics, so the excellent reference I was about to make isn't going to happen. Sadly. Oh, you've got Scorching Ray as well. What is this screaming curse? Crushing Despair. Hey, that for us. Just general debuff. You can't spell yet. What do you mean you can't use an ability after you've moved? I really hope I would have liked to be able to cure them. This whole level 5 enemy deal, it's a lot. But luckily, we have fireballs too. Wow, that was a terrible shot. What, can you just fireball every turn? Yes, that's not fireball, it's Scorching Ray, I know. Well, in that case, guess I better be Scorching Ray everywhere and Scorching... Yes, Scorching Ray. Screw you, Ray, be scorched. Well, we're going to take some serious losses that we can't recoup here. I should have used Scorching Ray. I can use it now. Finish off this lot. I should probably have used Cure. Well, too late now. Just gonna have to win through the power of Scorch. By the power of Ray. There you go. See? Ray wins everything. Yeah, we've taken some real losses here. The Crusaders took over the ruins of a Sarkorian settlement and put to the sword all the demons defending it. Scouts have reported a sinister-looking lair nearby. What, is that the underground hideout? I'm assuming. Are there, like, new people I can recruit? No? Damn. I guess I could throw some mercenaries at it.
I can afford them. These seem much more expensive. I cannot afford these. Okay, there seems to be nobody else to look for. I don't really want to assign a general. What I want to do is have them meet up. So... head towards camp. Stop there, because that's 40 movement from the thing. Oh, but we can level her. So she's definitely going to get Penetrating Strike. Give somebody Ignore damage reduction, like that. Give everybody bonuses to saving throws, to AC and damage. Or give her more energy. I don't know. All spell casting units have extra AC and damage. In that case, it's the saving throws. Honestly, none of those abilities are great. You're on the wrong side of the river. Insert meme from the mummy. Meanwhile, with the protagonists walking very slowly, we'll head towards this underground hideout. This battle's a bit of a trap. I've never got this down without losing my army. I mean, we didn't lose all of the army. Just most of it. Lan and Darren are tired already. God, guys. You're never going to be properly adapted to life on the road, are you?
I'm losing my temper.
Speaking of things that you never do, Bigitha and... we don't have Sealer with us. I was misled by the horse in the last scene. There's a sword here stuck through a guy. It's only a dagger. I don't want it. Also, it's stuck through a guy. There's an elk. This isn't looking like much of an underground hideout. I'll be real with you. Ah, hello. A gored corpse. A corpse, if you will.
Done.
Body's covered in terrible wounds. It's clear that they were left not by an animal's teeth, but by a skillful torturer's hand. Great.
Head on.
Love it when the DM's like, well, I can't tell you much, apart from the fact that there's somebody around who does a lot of torture. Also, there's a trap here. Melia,
I am helpful, am I not?
please stop fishing. Also, there's loot here. Ooh, magic essence. I could use that if the storyteller ever came back.
You follow.
Hello, stranger. Oh, wait, I've just told Bigitha to go all the way around and say hello, and you'll just say something about answers and questions. Well, we're here now, I guess. The answer, but what is the question? Oh my god, the concept that you would say such a thing and then just walk off enigmatically. Now we wait. Bom, 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 bom. Is that a DMCA thing? Probably not, but hey. I'm not that good. I'm gonna take it on faith that you're still on the way. There you are. Use the inspect button to glean more detailed information about your foes. That sounds like planning. Not something I've historically been good at doing. What? Oh! Didn't see you there. Hello. Ah, more incubi.
Darren, drop a prayer. Give everyone a bar. And then just have all the enemies roll natural ones. That'd be great. Amber, you stand up. Are they immune to electricity as well? Sure aren't. Oh, lightning bolt. Oh, not in such a way that it also hits Clyde. Just a thought. I mean, will it hit both of them? Yes. 3 damage. And the other one dodged. Amber, I love you, but seriously. When I lay my hands on you, death will seem a relief. Cool, that sounds like a great reason for that for us to never have that happen. For example, if this griffin murders you, those will also be your last words. Weird flex, but okay.
Endure this.
That was disappointing, I'll be real. Ulbrun could do with some healing. Yeah. Didn't look like Lob, but that's because he has so many hit points. Scorching Ray. Fire always seems to be the correct answer. I have other spells that don't just throw fire at people, but the fire always seems to work best. Drop anything good? No. Of course they didn't. Why would they drop anything good? Thought there was a massive pool of blood coming out of one of them. No, that was the top of a pillar. Well, whatever the term for it is. Is it just a pillar? Some kind of speleothem. Camellia, stop me talking about speleothems and just disarm this trap.
I hope you appreciate this.
Yeah, moderately. I mean, you may as well just say, I hope this is enough for you to forgive me for being just the world's most normal person.
Sodi is restless. I wonder why.
Give Ulbrich some free healing. Delightful. Maybe your crow is restless because we were just attacked by demons. That seems, you know, reasonable. Are incubi demons or devils? Who can say? I mean, they could probably say, but then I killed them. Also, some actual Arcana scholars could probably say, but, you know, I'd have to ask. What? Oh, will-o-wisps. I didn't see those, or I did and thought they were just a light. I mean, I guess that's kind of how will-o-wisps work.
Surrender or else.
Yay, 1 damage.
The spirits demand your blood.
It's a floating flame skull, Camellia. It probably doesn't have any blood.
Every strike counts.
Oh, that's going to provoke so many attacks of opportunity. Oh, they don't get more than 1. Lovely.
Out of my sight.
See, Darren can shoot. You people with your concealment saves. And yes, I know I have armor that gives me a concealment save. What's your point? Anyway, that one's dead.
Too late for apologies.
At least Zap hits, but it does so little damage.
You are today's sacrifice.
Whoa, Camellia has so many spells that I forget she has because they're on that hotbar. Also, all these copies of Inflict, Light and Moderate and Serious, and yeah, I'm not sure why those are there if I'm real. It's probably because I screwed up how touch spells work. That's usually the answer. There we go, thank you. Camellia, stun this trap now, please.
I am helpful. Am I
Oh,
not?
that's a stocks. I thought it was like a radiator.
Especially when I'm around.
Okay, we have the purple hallway and the yellow hallway.
Purple hallway looks like it had less far to go. The purple hallway is a dead end. Let's go down the yellow hallway. No. What? No. Yeah. Work out how to maneuver the camera.
Let's have some fun.
I will make a whip of your guts. Okay, somebody's got hobbies. Chivial the Pain Connoisseur. Okay, that's a top tier name. Just charge in and then roll a 1. All brig. Can you reach them with a burning arc? That seems like a thing that would be good. No, you are out of range. Great. Just. Buff somebody. You can buff Clyde. You're within touch range. You were apparently not within touch range. Okay, sure, I guess. Have I mentioned my feelings about touch spells? Okay, he's divine powered up. That's probably bad for us. Probably good for him. Okay, Camellia, what cool spells do you have you could use? Or you just bless? Yeah, just bless everyone. Darren, you are so slow on the first round. I know that's literally your whole Oracle thing, but still. Okay, if you can just get extra strikes. And better strikes. And then shoot a lot.
You won't survive me.
Bad news, Lan, he survived you. Hundreds of your like have fallen to my hand. Also, the way he says likes rather than like, it's just like... What, are you hacking our social media? Ah, Clyde. What a legend. Ulbrich? I still don't know whether that's actually any better. You'll die here in fear and despair. I mean, probably. I'll die somewhere in fear and despair, let's be real. Usually, that's a camera angle I can use. Burning Arc? Spell resistance. Love it. Who did you just Vine Trap? Oh, Ulbrich was immune to it. Great. Sucks to suck. Magic up your sword.
Go for their heart.
And yeah, sure, do that. Okay. Ulbrich could use some serious healing. Love ranged heals. And Lan, once again. Extra attacks. Better attacks. Shoot a lot. Oh, was Chivial out of range? Boo.
Run them through.
Keep thinking that says Shivam. I've been watching too much MTG YouTube. Shout at him. Nope, spell resistance. Hey, stop critting my dinosaur! Stop killing my dinosaur!
I'll cut you wide open.
Clyde, get back up.
Make every strike count.
Get up into a crit attack opportunity. Great, great, great. Very cool. Cool and good. What if I wild shaped? Oh. If I use Bit of Fun for a free mirror image, that sounds like a great move. I like that very much. Ah, you're too... You don't have a good path to death from above him. Boo. Clyde, stand up, I guess. Yes, attack of opportunity. You're very smart. And then you dodged. You are very smart. You... Nah. Get wrecked. Yeah, he doesn't have any electricity resistance, so this is the right thing for her to have on her armor. Not armor, the opposite of that. Sword. Why don't we just blind him? Fails to overcome spell resistance. How much spell resistance does he have? 25. That seems like a lot. I don't know what you roll against it with, but that does seem like a lot. Clyde, you'll be fine. Just get up. More attacks. Better attacks. Shoot. Crit for 36. Lan took all our DPS. It's very impressive. You know what? I'm just going to Bit of Fun again. Just, yeah. This is tanking, right? Distraction tanking, is that a thing? There's probably a better name for it. There's probably a name for it. All of my healers just throwing spells at this dinosaur. Who will now attempt to get up and immediately get attack of opportunity. And die. Oh yeah, you are nearly dead. Really quite nearly dead. Oh, this is Camellia. Well, I guess just stab T. And miss a T. Darren, you've got selected channel, right? Yep. I don't need to be healing Shibial anymore. You know the drill. This random underground hideout, I can't even remember how we found out about it, but it's proving quite the thing.
Out of my way!
He did not, in fact, get out of your way. But now he's dead. See? Perfect.
Let's move already.
Jade hairpin. Nice. But on the corpses. Ooh, Shivial had cool stuff. Magic chainmail, magic belt, magic cloak. Chainmail of camaraderie. Bolt of physical flow +2 makes you go to the toilet more regularly. I don't know. And resistance +2. Who wants these? Clyde, what cloak have you got on? Blood Clarity. Which is resistance +2 but better. Lan. Resistance +1. Well, you should resist more. Darren doesn't have a cloak. Resistance +1. Also, the word resistance has just lost all meaning. +3 mithril chainmail and bonuses if it flanks. Nice. Camellia. This seems like you. Plus, it looks pretty rad. You can't wear that magic chainmail. Can anyone here wear this magic chainmail? You can wear this magic chainmail. It's better. Unless we're fighting undead. But mostly it's better. Okay. What was the other thing I picked up? Oh, yeah, it's about physical flow +2. Strength and dex. Nice. Ulbrich, what are you wearing? Strength. I mean, yeah. Or Clyde. Here comes the boy. And there's a chest here. And there's still more images of oh my god, there's more images of Bigitha, but you can tell which is the real one because it's only the only one actually seated on him. Yep, sure is a lot of torture going on in here. That guy over here. And a spoon. Gotta pick up the spoons, that's how it works.
Got it.
This person's murderers were masters of torture. Judging by the wounds, they tortured him for weeks before he died. Gross.
Pay attention.
Oh. Ah, and it has occurred to somebody to loot the body. Ooh. Fancy ring. The Righteous Crusader's ring. If you have Smite Evil, you get an extra Smite Evil. So Sealer's getting that when we get home. Oh, we missed some more loot on the table. It's only materials, but you know what they say. Materials are, you either get materials or lose arterial blood. Nailed it. You ever just open your mouth and words come out? Insert, yes, that's why I stream. We're trying to leave. Everybody catch up. Cat, catch up. Having a character with high perception skill will help your party a lot. I mean, yeah, that's always true. Okay, so the underground hideout turned out to be more of an underground torture den of demons. But they're dead, so, you know. Swings and roundabouts, really. We could rest, or we could just go back to camp. How far away is camp? Camp's a little way away because we have to cross the river. But I guess we'll try. Everyone's fatigued. Oh, okay. We'll rest out in the open. Yeah, everybody's assignments can be as they were.
You were observing me earlier whilst I was practicing with my rapier, Theron. Did you
Practicing with
find
my
it a
rapier.
captivating sight?
Oh, indeed. As captivating as a dancing cobra, a rushing avalanche, or a raging thunderstorm. And just as with those natural phenomena, it is important to do two things. Enjoy the view, and keep one's distance.
Okay, I'm adding to the list of camp rules. 1, don't be racist. 2, no evil flirting. Can we get past these demons? Sure can.
and find some slightly less impressive demons and a random encounter of, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, probably demons. Nope. Sneaky unhallowed Bodak. Excuse me? What are those words? None of these words are in the Bible. Alright, it's some kind of undead thing. Hey, remember I just took off that thing that helps us fight undead? Aha. But luckily, damage undead. Did that do like anything? Oh, okay, yeah, I did damage. Fair enough. Who do we have now? Amber. You can use your healing hex to hurt these. Close enough. Seeing as you're not mounted, Bigitha, how about you Earth Elemental? Provoke attacks of opportunity, sure, whatever. Excuse me, you can't just go bite and Clyde. Lan, shoot this guy. He endured that. Hate to break it to you.
You are today's sacrifice.
Still, just such a normal thing for somebody to say. Clyde only gets one attack, but luckily it hits like a train. You may as well just keep channeling. It's doing good numbers. These are bad numbers. They're very bad numbers. Yeah. Maybe heal Bigitha. And it's not a spell, so it doesn't technically trigger attacks of opportunity. Get wrecked. Speaking of triggering attacks of opportunity... Sure, get up. And die. Why did I do that, frankly? Should have just stayed on the floor. Dead.
Go for their hearts.
Again with the wands. Yeah. Seriously, getting gored by a Triceratops. This just in. Hurts. Huge news, I know. Good channel. Stop just stamping on Bigitha on the ground. It's rude. Yeah, Bigitha, stay down. It's better for you in the long run. Lan, have you considered hitting? Melia,
I'll cut you wide open.
give it more sword. No? Okay, apparently that wouldn't work either. Old Brig, rescue us. This sneaky unhallowed Bodak is surprisingly tough, and it is a surprise on account of I have no clue what it is. Sure, hit Amber some more.
I'll hit you.
Still such a taunt. I'll hit you. Bigitha, stay down. Lan actually hit him. No, roll a natural one. Do that instead. Sure. Roll 2 natural ones. Oh my sweet Christ.
Demand your blood.
Thank you. That Bodak sure was unhallowed.
We'll make things right.
Darren, can I interest you in throwing some cure serious wounds on Bigitha? Can I interest you in doing that again? Thank you. And they didn't even drop any loot. Honestly. I swear to God. Oh. Anything else down this way? Just these demons. Just those demons. And a Bodak and some plague bears. Okay, another random encounter. Apparently this is the day we do those.
Crusading isn't that boring after all.
Did you just say saving isn't that boring after all? Yes, I know how confusion works, thank you. Oh, and dominate person. Darren, do you have a restoration spell? Darren? Darren? You don't. Unbreakable Heart suppresses mind-altering things for the duration of the spell. Hello. Ha 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 ha! Received a bunch of potions? What? Oh, that was everything that was equipped to LAN. Right. Because it was technically taken away from us when we didn't have a LAN. More like sucks to succubus. You also know dominate person. This is terrible news. There's two of them. Do I have any better spells? Why am I not using Call Lightning more? I should do that. Why do I not have that on a hotbar? Oh, suddenly Camellia can hit.
Endure this.
What? They've got Ulbrig as well. Really? No? Or is it just because he's technically dominated, but it's being suppressed as he triggers effects from both sides? Because if that's true, I hate it. God, you hit hard. Do you know any kind of restoration spell? No. Oh, I was meant. Your whole team rolls nothing but misses for 2 rounds in a row. You can begin to headbutt a Nivo wall or two. Yeah, that's my life.
This is not my time yet.
Darren missed his turn for some reason. Cool. Very cool. Don't ominously laugh at me.
I've survived worse.
Okay, but Lan is still dominated, even though the one that did it is dead. Great. Cool. Very cool. It worked so well last time. Earth Elemental!
This is not my time yet. Make every strike count.
Okay, yeah, attacks of opportunity are a thing that I should really remember more. Why remember things when you can just hit them with your Triceratops face? That's what I say. Okay, yeah, that did also just jump to Camellia, who is also still dominated despite the Succubus being dead. Rip us. Nice when they roll 2 nat 1s in a row. Lands on -30, Jesus. The Arachne are scary. Like, not just because of the bug thing, but just because, you know, they keep killing me. Hey, Camellia snapped out of it.
You are today's sacrifice.
Oh, actually landed a crit. Love that from you. Sure would be cool if you had some kind of splash heal like Darren does, but he's busy being confused. So instead, I'm just Scorching Ray this big guy. And fail to overcome spell resistance. And then you'll confuse everyone, and then stab. Who's this? This is Darren. Oh, speaking of, Splash Heal. Lovely. 30. That's a large number. Good job, Darren. I mean, you still suck as a person, and, you know, have a dark secret I'm not talking about. But apart from that,
I would like some time to collect myself.
I mean, big moves. And they don't even drop anything. That's just rude. I mean, I guess we got XP. 90 whole XP. That was worth it, right? I want to get back to camp before we rest. Which is a longer walk than I'd like. And here's another random encounter. Would have been nice if we had, you know, more points in stealth, I guess. Whoa, many giant spider. Please to throw some healing at Lan before he die. That'll do. Legend Obreak?
I've survived worse.
I mean, only just. This just in, bugs are less scary than demons.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I mean, not being able to roll a hit is more scary than either, let's be real.
Go for their hearts.
Where would you find the heart on a giant spider, Camellia? Do you even know? Legend. Finally, Amber does some decent damage. God, Ulbrich has so much reach. Again, no loot because rude, but... First, let's just switch to our army quickly, because I want to unite these two. I'd love it if you could just click on them to select them, but apparently not. These still have not refilled. Okay, but there's some weaker demon armies down here. That's nice. And now you're out of movement. Oh, encumbrance on account of... Oh, wow, yeah. They're all the way up to exhausted now, because we've basically been marching all night. Why can I not click on camp game? There. Oh, well, those were some dramatic occurrences. really hope nothing dramatic happens in camp now. Nobody do anything. Should maybe talk to Darren, but that might be a next time job. And also I should not tell Darren anything. Because he might just kill me instantly with his Candlemaker powers. And again, if you understand that reference, well, I suppose that one was on TV. Not as niche as some of the stuff I come out with. Good. No, before bed, and 1 second, sound will drop out for just a moment. Yeah, I should actually check people's spell books so that we have enough spells prepared. You get 1 level 4. Oh, these are lower level ones that I could do with meta magic. Right? Yes? No? No. Okay, no, these are actually level 4. I mean, orbital laser is usually a good thing to have. What does obsidian flow do? Oh yeah, area fire damage. Lots of very situational things here. Or I could just get Summon Pig. Not that I would remember. Awesome healing. I should probably get the healing, shouldn't I? Do I want to get something? I'll take Dominate Animal instead of Animal Aspect, because it's not like I use that. Get more healing? Nah, that's boring. Get another pop of Dominate Animal. That seems like it. Seems on brand. Oh yes, I should be... Right, so yeah, I wanted to do Stone Call, but selective. And I can color it. Go. Did that work? Did that work? Why did that not work? I said right spell. Stone Call. Selective. Oh, it is right there. I can read. What's natural rhythm do? Oh yeah, it just makes consecutive natural attacks better. Whatever. Let's grab a lesser restoration, just because, you know, we've been in situations where we could use that. Grab another enlarged person, just because it seems like a betrayal of her core principles not to have one of those on hand. Meanwhile, Social. What does Track Tangle not do? Next attack makes you guys use -10. Not terrible. Shield of Faith would be good to have on hand. And Divine Favor. Get some good buffs. Here you have
3 restorations and an hour of lore. That's probably fair. 3 prayers and a dispel magic. What does Archon's aura do? Gives you an aura that gives people -2 on attack throws and saving throws and AC. Not bad. Searing Light is just that. Might actually grab a zap. And meanwhile, in level 4, which I have nothing prepared for, so your domain slot has to be communal protection from energy or forced repentance. An evil creature that does not have the evil subtype, to immediately make them drop prone and confess all of their sins and transgressions. That's funny. I'm not sure it's good. Or I could just... No, I'll get a cure critical. I'll take protection from energy as my domain one. And... Should I get a proper restoration? I probably should. He's a support player. Oh, and also while I think about it, does anybody have things they should be learning off scrolls? Sound's cutting out again because I need to keep hitting snooze because the game is giving me spreadsheets to do before I finish. Yes, you can learn that. Oh, that was the same thing. Nothing else. Roger? You can also learn that. Great, there's a reason I had 2 of them. Healer doesn't learn spells like that. Ember doesn't learn spells like that. Nobody else learns spells like that. Who learns spells like that? Good song. Shut up, Emma. You should probably have some more just attacks. Here, Pierce and Scream. Molten Orb is another big, flashy, like Fireball, but less good. But sure. Fireball in every slot. Heroism's good, but Fireball. And Phantasmal Killer can just kill somebody in their brain. Shadow Conjuration will do various things. I want to take at least one of those to see what it's like. But let's be real. Kill somebody in their brain is just the way to go here. Whip Jib. You don't have any level 3s equipped. Cool. Fireball. Haste. Haste. Heroism. Heroism. And displacement, yeah. Nah, take 2 displacements. Basically take things that will get you killed less. And you don't have any level 4 slots yet. You still have so few spell slots, and frankly, now that I'm putting levels into Hell Knight, you're unlikely to get many more. Ember, it has spontaneous spells. Camellia. What does Doom do again? I'm shaken. Summon a spider. That seems like the kind of totally normal thing you would do. And you get 2 whole level 4 spells. What very normal things would you go with? I mean, Divine Power is just a very good spell. And Thorn Body is the one thing you can have in Spirit Magic. Or you could take Greater False Life. I mean, Divine Power is always personal, but False Life could be used on other people. No, let's just keep her Divine Powering. Obridge doesn't have spells. Darren is spontaneous. And Lan doesn't have spells. Love it. Cool. Let's go to bed.
I'm still annoyed about the whole scroll scribing thing and me wasting a feat. But hey. No, put Nenio there. Don't put Lan there. What would he do? What do we want to make scroll of? Scroll of Phantasmal Killer. Scroll of Brain Kill. Love it. And go to bed. And while they're going to bed, we can do dialogue. I noticed that you cozy up to anyone with even the smallest amount of wealth or power. Not to me. Why is that? You know something, your ladyship? There's some boots even I won't lick. That's valid. And see, Walgif respects the no evil flirting rule. Okay. I'm pressing save now. And we're doing the wrap-up. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thanks if you stayed to the end. It means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me. But just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent. That's SERASENT. The House of Hubris, streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 p.m. British time. That is 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available, but you can do the maths yourself. And hey, if you don't want to, why not just give us a follow and get notified whenever I'm around? If you do miss anything, VODs are on the Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact. For everything else, you can go to the YouTube. Link is down there, or it is youtube.com/@HouseOfHubris, where you can find everything going back to the very start of the channel. That's nearly 3 years of games. We've played many things of wildly varying vibe and quality. So, hey, check those out. I'm sure you'll find something you like. And if you don't, why not tell us what would be? If you want to support me looking into the past and dissociating at a house party financially, this is something a service I will also provide in real life. You can, of course, subscribe or cheer on Twitch, but you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other, and then everyone's having a good time. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, socials are all down there, or it's House of Hubris pretty much anywhere. That's House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Mastodon, at houseofhubris.bsky.social on Blue Sky, where I do all the social media things, talk about the stream, probably in the next couple of days shout about Magic because it's the pre-release tomorrow. Also probably shout about Desert Bus because that's happening. But, follow me on those, and I also talk about new projects I'm involved in, because for those of you who don't know, I'm also do voice acting in audio dramas, so yeah. Season 2 of Shaker currently airing. Lots of me in it. Check it out. But yeah, I'll talk about that more on various socials. And yes, as I say, Desert Bus starts tonight if you're watching this live. So go to twitch.tv/DesertBus from 2 p.m. Pacific, that's 10 GMT, where you can see them spend a week playing the most boring video game in the world and also engaging in various antics to stay sane and raise staggering amounts of money for a very good cause. It's great. It's what I'll be watching a lot of for the next week. So, yeah. Cool. I think that's everything. Thank you all again for being here. I will see you again on Tuesday for more of Bigitha, where we will probably go to Current Glen. I make no firm promises. Apart from that one I made to Leota. But I generally don't make promises. Alright. Love to you all. I will see you again on Saturday. Take care of yourselves out there.